So in this video, I'm gonna break down Alex Hormozi copy. So Alex Hormozi, you might know who is he, and I don't have to give any introduction on him. So here is one of his email, which I'm gonna break down the psychology of it, what kind of copywriting psychology has been used. Okay, so let's start with it. The first line, as you can read here, it says most business owners. In fact, you know what? This particular line, most business owners, like this is already addressing to the target audience of this email, which is business owners. And then it is here hit a revenue ceiling. So this is like the pain, okay, that they can't break through. So it's like a target audience. So the first line is basically addressing the ICP who is experiencing this problem, and the problem is this revenue ceiling. Okay, and let's go to the next line. As you can see here, one of the copywriting principles is that you need to make your copy as slippery as possible. It should be a slippery slope. So people should go from one line to another line smoothly. Okay, and to do that, it has to open loops. Okay, so the first line is a hook. Most business hit a revenue ceiling that they can't break through. Target audience with a pain point. It's a hooking them that I'm experiencing these problems. Okay, so I will read this line. I will say, "Oh wow, this guy understands me." So I will read the next line, and the next line says, "And after closing a lot of sales myself, and now seeing and overseeing many salespeople across our portfolio." So this specific line, after closing a lot of sales myself and now overseeing many salespeople across our portfolio, this is the credit line. Like this is the credit. I mean, you can say credit, you can say authority, you can say building trust. But and the best way to describe this is social proof. This is a social proof that he is giving, that after closing a lot of sales myself, okay, and now overseeing many people says we across the portfolio, I can tell you why. So this is this particular line here. Your sales ceiling is your revenue ceiling. So first line, he said, "Hey, target audience, you're experiencing this problem, and I can tell you from my experience that the reason behind you experiencing this problem is your sales ceiling." So if he went to this line directly without mentioning this line, then it wouldn't be much believable. The fact that he included this social proof line is very important, because it makes this line non-argumentative. Because if he went directly to the second line, to the third line, then people could argue back, okay, how can you say that? Who are you? What experience do you have? you know but he didn't. He first put himself that, okay, I have experience, I have social proof, I have a lot of sales experience, I've trained other people across my portfolio with this sales experience, so I can tell you that the reason behind you experiencing this problem is this, the root reason. Okay, now let's go another line, which is specifically most deals are lost in the critical 3-second window after a prospect raises an objection. So he's getting more specific. So first he give the surface level reason why, what is the surface level reasoning behind your problem, which is your sales ceiling. Then he went to the more deeper layer, that most, like specifically most data loss in the critical 3-second window after a prospect raises an objection. Average companies answer objections. Scaling companies reframe them using a 3 A's framework. So he's getting specific, then he's reframing the problem, the root cause. He's not saying that okay, your problem is not that you are not be able to answer objections. The problem is that the companies who get success, they reframe them with following this 3A framework. Okay, now this particular line, this is like you can say naming. What do you say? This is like a naming of a particular mechanism. Okay, there might be no such thing as 3A framework officially, but he included it. So first he went specific on the problem, and then he reframe it with a solution. The solution is 3A framework. So you don't need to answer objections. You need to reframe them using this 3A framework. Then he go on describing this 3A framework here. Acknowledge, associate, and ask. This is the value here. This is like giving value. And if we went down more, so after that he says this framework is a cornerstone of how we train our portfolio sales team, and we want to help you implement it too. This is very important. This is like doing two purpose here. First is this is the exact framework he's using to train his company's sales teams in his portfolio. So again, that is another authority. Okay, authority psychological signal. And then he's soft selling. He's saying we want to help you implement it too. This is the way of soft selling, or you can say a soft CDA, meaning he's inviting you to maybe book a call, maybe something, attend a workshop towards the end. Okay. That's why we created our scaling workshops, intimate in-person 2 day sessions where, okay, so he's basically inviting to a workshop. So he created a scaling workshop, which is an intimate, so it's just giving the descriptions, what it is about, intimate in-person 2 day sessions. Okay, with these scaling workshops, these are intimate in-person 2 day sessions where what will happen in this workshop. He's saying in 3 bullet points, which says what will happen in this workshop. I'll show you exactly how we process. You will hear directly from me. We'll work with my team. The only reason he's showing is like putting himself in front by putting his and his companies as an anchor and not benefits of the workshop is because he is already an established entrepreneur. He doesn't need to put benefits here. Whereas if you're an online coach and you're in the beginning in your journey and you don't have millions of followers, then you need to put some benefits here. Okay, he can get away with it because he has a brand now. You know. Now another line. In fact, there's a high probability we have already helped a business in your exact industry. Again, one more authority signal. Now we another line says we just open a few spots for our next workshop in Vegas. See how it works here and lock in a time where my team to see if it's a fit. So this is a CTM here. Reframe, close, and scale. Wow, this is so clean. By the way, like if you see here, mm, if you see here, we just open a few spots here in our workshop, and there's a CD. This CD is really cool, by the way. Most people would say click here or book a call, but he says see how it works here. Okay, and then log in a time with my team and see if it's a fit. Wow, I really like this CD to be honest. Then he closes the entire email by saying, basically, kind of summarizing the entire email and also summarizing what he wanted to say in the first place. That the only reason you have a revenue ceiling is because of a sales ceiling. The only reason you have a sales ceiling because your sales team is answering objections during a sales call instead of reframing it, and you need to reframe them and then close those deals and scale your company. That's the entire point of this entire email of whatever he wanted to say. And here are some notes that I've written. Hmm. Uh, yeah. So here are some notes. So before passing any statement, put some credibility before it. That will increase the chances of the reader to believe in it. That I mentioned in the second line here. Okay, here in the second line, what I said is this is a statement. If you pass this statement blindly without mentioning this credible line or some kind of authority line that makes the reader believe in your statement, then it wouldn't be as effective as this much. And this is the only reason this is effective is because of that authority line. Now, another note that I have is having a unique mechanism. So, as I said, this particular 3A framework that he mentioned, this is the unique mechanism. Okay. Or another node is bulletin value drop so much that it's hard to ignore. This is bulletin value drop, and this is also bulletin value drop. In a lot of copywriting emails, you will see that a lot of time they put one, two, and three, and these are bullet points, and this is what you're gonna get in this particular workshop or in this particular call or in this particular course, whatever offer they have. They bullet points their benefits and the bullet points their value. Okay, so that it is hard to ignore. It is also a form of value stacking or offer stacking, which I'm going to talk in the next video or some other video that is coming up, where I will talk about how you can stack or how you can value stack your offer so that it is hard to ignore and become stupid to say no to. Okay, so I hope you like this video. I hope you find it valuable. Let me know in the comments below if you have any feedback about video or all about how do you find this breakdown, and if you want this exact breakdown, the framework that it's used, and if you want a template of this exact email to use in your online coaching business in whatever niche you are. Because if you have a template, because look, this is who is he using? Like at the end of the day, who is he? He's Alex Harmozi, so obviously this email works, and he would probably have a lot of uh, open rate of this email. Okay, I didn't copy the subject line, so I missed that. So he definitely would have a lot of open rate, a higher open rate, a higher click through rate. So definitely this email works. Okay, so and if you want to have a template of this email so that you can use in your own business, then you can go into the description below. There's a second link, sorry, the third link to join my community, a WAP community that I have, where I have put all of my templates, all of my resources completely for free. Okay, there's no charge. You can go there and access to this template and use it in your business. Just tweak the little bit here and there. So and put it your business details, your target audience pain points, your target audience value, your offer, and all of that stuff, and it will do the work. Okay, so go down below and join my community. And if you're an online coach and you want to scale your online coaching business by monetizing your audience, building digital products, back-end funnels, all of that stuff, and because you're being so frustrated because you have to do it all by yourself and you want help so that someone can do it for you, then for that, click the first link in the description below, which is where you can we can book a call and we can discuss how we can collaborate and work together. Okay, so if you want to work with me, click on the first description, and if you want to access this template, click on the third link. And there's also another link which is about AI audit. And if you're not looking any of that, but you're like curious about how AI can help me write these emails, how AI can help me automate my email marketing or whatever part of your business is, then you can book a second link and I can help you with drafting the full AI plan of your business. Okay, so I hope you like this video. Let me know what you think, and if you have any questions, you can reach me out on my Instagram. There's Instagram link as well, and or you can just comment, and give me some feedback because I want to really improve my videos. Okay, so yeah, peace.